So Meathead was up this morning at a little before 5, so we came down and did a little work on his healing backwards and his right position. I figured I could get a whole session of highly motivated Roddy with some leftover pork leg bone he had from last night. So I started phasing out hand motions for right and for Foos, but he makes what I thought was a mistake here, and I'll slow it down. In fact, I just done a very subtle hand movement, and he went with it. So you'll see my shoulder start to come around in slow motion, and he's glued to my hand. Trainer error strikes again.
That's good, boy. Yes, there you go.
So after 2 hours of chewing on his bone, he decided he was bored with that and started bugging me to do some work. So I figured I'd get some other treats that he doesn't like quite so much, and see what we could do as far as replicating the prior session and see how he did. So one thing I have noticed is that he's starting to cheat on both the right and the Foos, and not going into auto sit every time. Sometimes he'll stand anticipating stepping out. So I either have to deal with that as being acceptable or tighten up my criteria and enforcement. And yes, I cut him some slack here. He hacked up his treat, so shit, gotta let a dude find his treat.
Push. Push. Nein, Fuß. Fuß.
He hasn't generalized the right position enough to do it out of motion without little leash help yet. Hence the "what the hell are you talking about" look I get right here.
Right. Nope. Nope.
So an hour later, he was jonesing for his bone again, so I figured we'd do another couple of minutes. And what I'm really trying to do is just put in some serious reps that involve hind end awareness. Getting him backing up, getting him turning, getting him used to using his ass end.
That's a good Fuß, good boy, good boy. Fuß. Fuß. Good Fuß.
So I wanted to slow it down. The floor's slippery, and just end this on a high note with several reps back and forth, Foos to right. He did well.
Right. Fuß. Right. Okay.
So well, in fact, he thought that he could get away with having his bone in the living room. Not a chance.
No, take it out of there. Go to your place. Good boy.